I'd like to introduce now Juliette Bell. Dr. Juliette Bell serves as the president of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. She's a scientist by training, having received her PhD in chemistry with a biochemistry concentration from Atlanta University, now Clark Atlanta University, and did postdoctoral work in biochemistry at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. While at the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences in Research Triangle, Dr. Bell studied an enzyme responsible for linking together the billions of building blocks that make DNA the genetic code. She was one of the first to identify ways to manipulate that enzyme to measure its ability to make DNA accurately under a variety of natural and experimental conditions. This work was important in understanding genetic disorders and diseases such as cancer. Dr. Bell has served on the National Science Foundation's Biological Sciences Advisory Board and as a consultant to the American Association of Colleges and Universities. The University of Maryland Eastern Shore participated in the HBCU Atlantic PSM Alliance that was formed to develop and coordinate new PSM programs that serve the needs of diverse mid-Atlantic regional employers and enroll significant numbers of African American and other underrepresented minority students. Welcome, Dr. Bell.
Thank you. To the distinguished member of Congress, panelists, and all those assembled, good afternoon. It is my pleasure to be here with you to talk about the importance of the innovative professional science master's degree programs in the higher education arena and the impact of the PSM degree program in quantitative fisheries and resource economics at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore. But first, let me congratulate the PSM community and all of those who were involved in the development of these programs and on the growing number of programs across the country in the past 15 years. I want to particularly acknowledge the visionary leadership of the Sloan and Keck Foundations in 1997 for initiating the professional science master's programs. I also want to thank and acknowledge those at my own institution who are not here with us today, the University of Maryland Eastern Shore, who played an important role as a founding member of the HBCU Professional Science Masters Alliance of 8 graduate schools in the Mid-Atlantic colleges and universities that were established to identify and develop viable PSM degree programs on their campuses in 2009. Each university in the Alliance received a planning grant from the Sloan Foundation to conduct a feasibility study to determine whether they would be able to develop a PSM program. That work and that planning grant resulted in our university, University of Maryland Eastern Shore, establishing our own professional science master's degree program in quantitative fisheries and resource economics. As of this year, as you are well aware and just heard, there are more than 300 innovative PSM programs, including 11 in the state of Maryland, that seek to enhance the number of highly skilled professionals in STEM areas of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. This is truly a milestone, and again, I want to congratulate those who were involved as we seek to ensure that our nation is well prepared to develop solutions to the challenges of the 21st century. I have no doubt that these 300 PSM programs located at 137 institutions across the country have been designed to train and educate the best and the brightest. These programs produce graduates who are workforce-ready professionals pursuing careers in our state and federal government, universities, companies, in order to help to power our nation forward. Yet, I know all too well that women and minorities are underrepresented in STEM. In the year that I received my degree, my PhD in chemistry, I was one of only 2 African American women in the country that year to earn a PhD in chemistry. And even now, women and minorities continue to be underrepresented among the nation's scientists, engineers, mathematicians, and statisticians. When I became president of the University of Maryland Eastern Shore just 16 short months ago, I was very excited to learn about the many STEM programs that our institution hosts. Included among those was the unique Professional Science Master's Degree Program, as I've indicated, in Quantitative Fisheries and Resource Economics. My institution is 127 years old, founded in 1886. UMES is one of the nation's 105 historically black colleges and universities. We are also an 1890s land-grant institution. As such, we have a mission that is rooted in research and preservation of our nation's agricultural and natural resources. So, of course, this PSM degree program was and is an ideal addition to our academic profile. Not only is our PSM degree program unique among HBCUs, it is also the only NSF-funded PSM program in quantitative fisheries and resource economics in the United States. I want to acknowledge members of UMES's Academy, Dr. Chigbu, Professor of Natural Sciences, Dr. Oko, former chair of the Department of Natural Sciences, and Dr. Keen Dawes, Dean of the School of Graduate Studies, for their vision and foresight. Together, they determined that the university's PSM degree program should augment our well-established marine, estuarine, and environmental sciences program. Noting the national shortage of individuals with expertise in fish stock assessment and fisheries socioeconomics, they determined to develop a program to train and graduate students in fish population dynamics and resource economics, two areas of critical need to help the United States maintain the nation's fishery resources. And of course, with us being located on the eastern shore of Maryland, near the Chesapeake Bay, it was quite appropriate for us to be involved. The PSM program at UMES is built upon a core curriculum that incorporates the study of biology, mathematics, statistics, economics, fisheries, and it offers the two concentration or two tracks, as I've indicated, one in quantitative fisheries, the other in resource economics. In collaboration with NOAA, particularly Dr. Christy Walmo at NOAA headquarters in Silver Springs, Maryland, Dr. Chigbu successfully developed the National Science Foundation grant that resulted in nearly $700,000 over 3 years to establish our PSM program in 2010. Though this program is primarily funded through NSF, our PSM program would not have been successful without the support of the NOAA Educational Partnership Program, which funds our Living Marine Resources Cooperative Science Center. This is a center partnership with 6 institutions that prepares students for careers in research, management, and public service to conserve our nation's living marine resources. Through this collaboration, UMES PSM students have had the opportunity to engage in internships that are required as part of the program, working with NOAA and other National Marine Fisheries Service laboratories. The Professional Science Master's Degree Program plays a critical role in workforce development. Not only does our program seek to increase the number of STEM degrees, but it also aims to increase the number of women and minorities that will add a growing workforce to effectively manage the nation's fishery resources. In addition to their coursework and internships, our PSM students mentor K-12 students to inspire the next generation of STEM scholars. Thus far, our program, which is small, has prepared 4 students, 3 males and 1 female, who have graduated or completed their work towards the degree, and we have 6 students currently in the pipeline, 5 of whom are either women or minorities. Our recent graduates are employed with NOAA and the Atlantic States Marine Fisheries Commission. The PSM program has allowed us to leverage partnerships between businesses, other universities, state and local governments, and agencies, thus helping the University of Maryland Eastern Shore to strengthen the role that higher education can play in workforce development by training our students to meet real market demands. As we look ahead as a PSM community, it's important to recognize the role that we play in preparing STEM-ready workforce for the 21st century. In the face of our expiring NSF grant, which was made possible by the America Competes Act, our challenge now at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore is to identify new funding for fellowships to ensure the inclusion of women and minorities and the sustainability of this program. Continued investment is necessary to support the PSM programs so that we may continue the work of producing a diverse population of professionals in areas of critical workforce needs. So I thank you for your attention, and I thank you for this opportunity to tell you a little bit about the PSM program at the University of Maryland Eastern Shore.